Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So we have to walk this path of sadhana bhakti. We cannot jump to raga bhakti artificially or in imitation or prematurely. So this is something we cannot do artificially or push ourselves. But as we hear from these raga bhaktas are Shuddha bhaktas who has natural devotion in them, then that will make our walk in sadhana bhakti easy, with less effort and with quicker results. That is how we can make this sadhana bhakti more easy and more efficient by hearing from the raga bhaktas. We cannot get raga or attraction, spontaneous. We cannot do spontaneous devotional service or attraction to do the devotional service on our own unless we hear from the raga bhaktas on one side and we continue with our sadhana bhakti on the other side. This is what we are doing now. So we are doing our sadhana bhakti, but now in this acharya upasana, we are hearing from the raga bhaktas. So these raga bhaktas are saying, it's like they are giving us a formula of how to convert this sadhana bhakti to raga bhakti as soon as possible, with as less effort as possible, with as much taste as possible. And this is what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura is singing here. So all these things that Thakura Mahasaya sang here are the limbs of sadhana bhakti. We will go over that one after the other. And please see what mood is he directing us to. I will surely execute with utmost care those activities favorable to your pure devotional service. So he's indicating, yes, this is for us. He is instructing us to help us think like this. Otherwise, we don't even know how to think this sadhana bhakti. By default, we may think like, this is sadhana bhakti. I have to do this, 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 this. And I'm doing this. I don't know what will happen next. And I don't have much faith and I don't see what's happening. This is the default mode of not having much hope and having confusion and not having very clear guidance is a default mode of the conditioned souls. Now, Acharya is bringing us out of the default mode and helping us think to have a right perspective about our sadhana bhakti, the journey of our sadhana bhakti. So this is what he's doing, giving us the right perspective of how to do this sadhana bhakti. I will surely execute with utmost care those activities favorable to your pure devotional service. I will surely execute. I want to execute that enthusiasm. Utmost care, those activities favorable. So a lot of willingness there. Yes, that I want to do this. All those activities that are favorable for your service. I will surely execute. I look forward to executing those. And if we see the next one, I will feel fondness for those things in this world which are conducive to pure devotion. With my senses, I will engage them in your service. We are given, I will feel fondness for those things in this world conducive to pure devotion. In Sharanagati, that limb is there, right? Anukulyasya sankalpam, pratikulasya varchanam. Yeah. So anukulyasya sankalpam. Whatever that helps me in bhakti, I want to do it. So that here Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura is saying. He's already saying, I will feel fondness for those things. He's teaching us that we want to develop fondness for those things which are conducive to pure devotion. And with my senses, I will engage them in your service. So inside, I want to cultivate that fondness. I don't have the fondness, but I want to cultivate the fondness for all those things that are favorable for bhakti. And with this body, I will engage here in your service. This is sadhana bhakti. I don't have fondness inside, but I will cultivate that fondness. And I will engage this body in your service. That's sadhana bhakti. In raga bhakti, they will have so much fondness inside that the body is automatically engaged in the service. We are not in that stage yet. So this is a volunteer effort inside, volunteer effort outside. Volunteer practice all the time. Sadhana, sadhana, sadhana. Abhyasa, abhyasa, abhyasa. Practice, practice, practice. Practice every day. Practice all the time until it becomes very natural of us. So we're in the stage of practice. And here Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakura is saying, yes, I will practice to think. I will practice to have that fondness for you from within. And I will practice to engage my body in your service. I will carefully listen to all discussions concerning you. And the satisfaction of my eyes will be to behold your divine abode. So while I engage my body in some service outside, I will engage my ears by hearing Krishna Katha, any Katha that will help me in Bhakti, to know about you, and to know about your instructions, anything about you. So I will use these ears for your sake, and these eyes to see your form. To see your form. His Bhakti Vinoda Thakura is saying, to behold your divine abode. I am the divine abode, behold your divine abode. That I am not very clear. Beholding divine abode. Divine form is the deity. Divine abode, I am not sure about what Thakura means about that. I will nourish my body with the sacred remnants of your food and smell the sweet scent of tulsi leaves and adoring those offerings. So in second and third and fourth, this is sadhana bhakti, to use the body for the service, the ears to hear Krishna Katha, for the tongue to honor the Krishna prasadam and to speak the Krishna Katha, the nose to smell anything that is any fragrance offered to the Lordship. By doing this, I am Krishnaizing my body and my senses outside. And with my hands, I will always execute your service, and I'll forever dwell at that place where you abide, that is living in Dham. So this is about the body. Second, third, fourth, fifth. How I will use this body, these ears. There's the senses, nose, tongue, like that. And with the hands, I'll do service. And my residence will be in Dham. I will employ my desires in your devotional service and show anger to those who are envious of you. So the next now that the body is helping us think how to serve with this body. That's what he did so far. Now he's teaching us how to direct our desires. I will employ my desires in your devotional service. So whatever desires I may have, whatever talents I may have that I want to show, I will Krishnaize them. I'll dovetail them. If I'm really good at decorating something, I'll dovetail that talent and that interest in decorating your transcendental body, your temple, like that. So I will employ any desire that I have, any capability that I have, that in your service, showing anger to those who are envious of you. I have heard again and again, we are not in a stage to actually direct our anger in a safe way, which is beneficial to others or us. So it is not so much recommended. to use the anger at our stage. Like Hanuman, he could direct his anger and burn Lanka, that is to his stage. But for us sadhakas, it is recommended that anger be controlled. Yeah. In this way, may all of my propensities and emotion obtain dignity and glory by being favorable to you. This is a beautiful statement. In the first, after introducing in the first line how we should look at sadhana bhakti, in the second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, Acharya is showing us how to use this body for the external service, the body and senses, and internally cultivate the desire for fondness. I don't have any fondness, but oh, I wish I have some fondness. Oh, I wish I have some attraction for the service. That cultivating that kind of thinking internally. And in the sixth and seventh and eighth is teaching us what to do with our propensities, with our emotions and propensities, our natural propensities, natural abilities. We dovetail it in the service of Krishna. And our emotions, whatever emotions might be, we want to direct them towards Krishna in a way that helps us to do the service. If we are really sad, then we direct it towards Krishna. Then it would be like, oh, Krishna, I feel so sad. Yes, we are at least directing it to the right person. And the next thing is, how is this specific emotion helping me to get closer to Krishna? Am I being too sad that I'm not able to feel motivated to serve? Then we want to cut that down. Like that. So directing towards Lord Krishna is the first step. And second thing is seeing that that particular feeling is favorable for our devotional service to move on, to feel motivated and move on instead of being pulled down. Yeah. And last thing is, I will consider as favorable to your devotional service anything I do which is favorable to your devotee. I'll consider as favorable. Oh, this is so good, so good. Favorable to your devotee. Here, devotees in general. This is Vaishnava Seva, doing something favorable to any devotee. Just pleasing looks and a warm smile and then a supportive presence. These are all Vaishnava Seva. Don't even have to say a word. And uplifting words and caring deeds. These are all Vaishnava Seva. So that is service, anything I do which is favorable to your devotee. So these are all favorable services to the devotees. But in specific, pleasing Shri Guru. That is very vital. Pleasing Shri Guru is following the instruction of Shri Guru, which keeps us in the shelter of Krishna. This is how we are in the shelter of Krishna, by living their instruction. Like Srila Prabhupada said, that his Gurudev is always with him because he's following his instruction. So by being with the instruction of Gurudev, we are actually being with Gurudev. And that is very much favorable to Gurudev. And that is our shelter. That is in at a higher sense. And with the other devotees, just being favorable to them and offering them anything that can uplift them is also there. So that is seva. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura is saying, if I am doing that kind of favorable service to my Shri Guru and to the devotees around, then that is equal to doing favorable service to you. So that is also Acharya is instructing us. And next, last one is, I don't know about religion or religion. I don't know about these do's and don'ts. And according to the circumstances, time, place, this is just a very complicated place that I may not be knowing what is right to do, what is not right to do, what is religion, what is irreligion. I might get confused sometimes. But as long as I am doing anything that is conducive to your devotion, I will go with that. I do not mind if it is religion or labeled as religion or religion, but as long as it is conducive to your devotion, then I go with that. So that would be my magnetic compass that will direct me to you. If that is favorable to devotion, I do it. So that is what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura is singing in the first line, saying about Sadhana Bhakti, second, third, fourth, fifth is about how to engage our body senses in outside Bhakti and how to cultivate the fondness, desire for fondness inside. 6, 7, 8, how to dovetail our propensities and our emotions towards the Lord. And the last one is, the next one is how Vaishnava Seva in general and Seva to Sri Guru by following the instructions so we can stay in the center of Krishna is actually Seva to Govinda. And the last thing is, it can get very bewildering to know what is religion, right or wrong, but as long as it is helping me in bhakti, then I will move on with that. That is my scale, that is my compass. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura ki jaya. So when the mind says something, 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 something by default, then we say, wait a minute, your mind, yes, this is what you say, but Acharya Vakya is this. So let's go ahead and the Acharyas and stay in the shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna in service. So we could say that to the mind now that we have heard from the Acharya. I'll pause here, please. And then may please say something so we all can hear too. Maybe we can start the recording, that way everybody feels free to share something. Thank you.